Hi, it's Robbie from Southern California, and I got work to do. So I'm going to let you watch me, and I'll explain what I have done when I'm through. But see how I make these tops out of the tote lids? They work fantastic when you put small seedlings in there. Then I make the domes, which works fantastic until they get too big. This is a zucchini plant. Look how big that is. Let me move this over here for a minute. Now I've got to make it bigger because I have a squirrel issue and they love eating the center of my plants. And I'm finally starting to get flowers. I did have some female flowers. I had a male, but not at the same time. I've got mustard in here. I've got carrots growing in here. Look at all this. But my thing is I need to give that plant more room, and at the same time I need to keep the squirrels out. But I'm going to leave it open for the pollinators, and I'm going to go ahead, if the birds want to come in and nibble a little bit on the leaves, to do their thing. So let's get this set up in a fashion in which I have never done before. Now I am going to speed this up because I'm going to come back and explain it more. Now that's a power unit. It's a 200 watt. I love it. It's under $100. I've had it for years and it keeps going. I got 3 of them. Now this is the rope that I bought at Dollar Tree. You can get the rope anywhere you want. And what I'm doing is I'm going to zip tie it onto the tote. This is an 18-gallon tote. You can use any size tote you want. Now I'm going to make a cover for this, and it's going to have to be a big cover because I want zucchini in here. Now you can put it on if you want the tool by omitting the rope and just clipping it onto the lip of the tote, but I'm going to tell you this is much better because with the rope, it's not going to blow off. Nothing will blow off the way we're going to clip on the tool, and that's what I want you to see. And I'm going to do a lot of my totes this way. So I took my soldering iron using my power unit, and I went ahead and made a knot in the rope, and then I attached the rope to the tote. Now, I know it might be a little quick, but I'm going to go back afterwards and explain everything again. See what I do? 2 holes where I put a knot in the rope, because this way it won't slip around. And I did it all the way on the whole rope. Just made knots, and anywhere there was a knot, I slipped in a zip tie. And I use good ones. Don't buy the little tiny cheap ones. I found out they break. But the ones that are next size up, they're perfect. They last for a year or 2. And see how I slide in the rope? I've already measured the rope, and I went more. You always want to go more than less in case you are cut short. Otherwise, you'd be tying the rope together with 2 pieces. And this is what I did. I went all the way around until I got back to the other side. Now again, here, I didn't put a knot here. I just went ahead and put a zip tie, and I pulled it really tight. And you can see it. I did it on the inside too, the zip ties. It's whatever way you want. And then since they're nylon ropes, I took my hot soldering iron, and at the tip, I kind of burned it so it won't fray. Look at that. Now it's all the way around, and I have a rope that I can anchor my tool on. Now, all I had to do was empty the tote. Don't worry, nothing gets thrown away. It all gets composted. And then I planted a zucchini, and I collected some carrots that are in the driveway growing. Oh, they're growing everywhere. And I'm transplanting them. Whatever happens to the carrots happens. I don't care. But there it is. And I put a flat lid on with those paper binders. They're only $1.25, and you get a whole package of them. Now here I came back because look how big the plant got within a few weeks. Not even a few weeks, 2 weeks. So I went ahead and took 4 tomato stakes, and I put 1 on each corner. I'm not even going to zip tie the tomato stakes in. The reason is you'll see in a minute how I anchored them in. Now it's a matter of cutting a piece of tool the size you need that goes all the way around, and I'm using clothespins here. Now I prefer paper binders, but clothespins are quicker sometimes. So I'm clothespinning it on, and I'm making sure that the tool drapes down. I was almost going to hot glue the tool to the rope, but I decided to go with the paper binders, which you'll see in a few minutes. Now I'm sitting down, why not? And I'm using paper binders, and I'm clipping on the bottom of the tool, but I'm still letting it drape down on the tote, but I'm clipping on the tool onto the rope. That's why if a good windstorm came, it's not blowing off, because now that rope is really on there. Your whole tote would have to blow away before your tool would blow away. And you're doing it all the way around with the rope. The rope has been a lifesaver, and like I said, I'm going to do it on a lot of different container gardenings. It could be even on pots. And I'm going to make sure here, the way I put the tool on, that the front is open. Now remember, this tool I get is less than $10. It's 40 yards long, 54 inches tall. Look how tall that is. It's draping way down, and I still have room on the top. And you can find the link for this tool inside my description under the video. And that's it. Now with the irrigation tubing, which I happen to love, this is 1/2 inch, it's like 10 cents a foot. I'm putting it on 2 stakes on each side for multiple reasons. It gives me a little more height. It holds the tomato stakes really good. And you can use bamboo sticks, whatever you've got. And then you won't get your tool stuck on a stick where maybe you'll end up with a hole. It looks neater, it holds better. And I've been using the irrigation tubing for years. I came up with it, I tested it, I love it, and it's all over the yard. That's all there really is to it. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty and I'll explain more about this. So let me show you what I did here that is different. I am using my irrigation tubing on the top, but this is all there is to it. This front opens, it's overlapped right now, and it's closed with a clothespin. But you can open the front up, you can service it, you can get inside, get your mustard, get your carrots. That's what I've got going on in here. This is like a layering. This is a flower pot. Nothing's in it, but I can stuff leaves in it. Though you know how I do the pitcher, and I can do that as well, where you put a pitcher in there, go watch the videos, you put all your leaves in there, and you're constantly feeding your plant. But what I did here was this. I took this rope that I bought at Dollar Tree, and this is kind of a camouflaged, and it's hard to find that one. A lot of times they have blue and yellow and red, all different colors, but it's a nylon type rope. And I went all the way around. Try the automotive department at Dollar Tree, but you get it at Walmart or anywhere. It's just a simple rope. Now what I did was I made holes in the tote all the way around, and I simply tied a knot, and then I zip tied, because you made 2 holes, put a zip tie in. On the inside, you zip tied it, and then you go all around the tote, about 1 inch from the rim. And then here, see where I put the rest of the zip ties where the knots were? Periodically, I put knots so it wouldn't slip around. See how I tied knots? So I tied a knot and then put a zip tie there. You don't have to, but it seems to hold better if you've got a knot, because it's not going to slip around. And here is where I've got the end and the beginning with the 2 knots, which you can see there. And I zip tied 3 zip ties there. You're going to make 2 holes, 1 here and 1 there, and then just put your zip tie in. You can trim it from the inside and go completely around the tote. Now, originally, I had planned, that's why I brought out my power unit, my glue gun and everything. I was going to hot glue it like I do the hoods and keep it really sealed. But then I thought, I'm not trying to keep out aphids or whitefly or anything. I'm trying to protect my zucchini or my large plants with fruit on it. That's all I want. I'm going to try to keep it open for the pollinators. So I'm sitting here getting ready to do that and thought, this is really silly. All I need to do is get these paper binders. You get a whole package for $1.25 at the dollar store, or, Dollar Tree. You can go to Walmart, Target. They all carry it. They're just metal paper binders, though you can use clothespins. These will break. These will go for years and years. And you take your tool, you just wrap it around, you cut what you need, make sure you can overlap it so nothing can come here, and then you just clip it on with paper binders. It's not going anywhere. Now, I like to leave it draped, all right? See how it's where the cut is open, and you can open this up if I take the clothespin off. The reason I want it draped is if a squirrel comes and leaps onto the chair, he's going to get kind of caught but not caught, just enough to scare him, and he's going to run. If you clip it on here, they will try to get up on the chair and they might push on it. You want them to leap on it and go, oh my goodness, this is a netting trap, and then run. Now, I'm very fortunate here that my deer are very lazy, and they've come up to this and touched it, and they don't like it. So they won't bother anything wrapped in tulle. But look how beautiful this is. Now, I should have done this days ago because my plant got so big and it was squashed under the hood. But that's okay. It will pop back. My mustard's doing good. And that's all there was to it. Now, I love chairs because I don't have to get down on the ground to service. I don't have to worry about gophers, which we also have here. And just that little lift. I don't even get rabbits, in here, so I don't have to think about it. But this is how easy this is to put together. The irrigation tubing I slid into the tomato stakes, though I could have done just irrigation tubing. You've seen me hoop it that way. That is so if it gets really hot in the summer, I can actually attach a flag or some fabric or shade cloth and protect my plant just a little bit more. It just adds a little extra oomph to this that we can do more as time goes on. We don't want to run last minute, even though we may not be in summer yet. We're like, oh my gosh, it's hot. What do I have? How am I going to hook it up? You're already ready. You just drape something over it and clip it on, whether it is with metal binders, the paper binders, whether it's clothespins, or you want to make it a little more permanent. You can zip tie on something, but it is there and ready to go. And that is how easy this is. I'm ashamed of myself. Like I said, I brought out all my tools. I brought out my power unit. I was going to sit here and hot glue the whole thing on. And then I thought, just as I'm getting ready to do it, I realized if I hot glue it, I'm going to have to rip it off later on. And if I had to replace it, I've got to rip it off and replace it. And the other thing is, if I don't have to replace it, come the end of garden season, I can just take it off and reuse it again next year, because obviously this is all faded and getting holes in it. It's like 2 years old already. So this this tool lasts a long time. Now, let me tell you, I have been getting it on eBay. It's the best price. I'm hoping they're going to continue to have it. I know there's a lot of issues with a lot of products these days. I just bought some, and I bought it for $9 and change. And so they still have it. It's not just the turquoise now. They've lowered a lot of the other prices. You've got to go underneath my title. You tap on the title of this video, go into the description. You might see all these little pictures that YouTube puts up from Walmart and Target and who knows, anybody else. You want to go into my description where you're going to find the link that says tool, which you'll hit the description. You may slide down a little bit and see more, and then you might see another more, M-O-R-E. You tap on that. You'll see a bunch of stuff in there, solar fountain kits, different things that I buy, and you will see the tool. And you go in there, look at it, and if you see something you like, you can buy it. I have had no issues with them. I love this company. You get 54 inches wide, which is this. Look how tall it is. 40 yards. That's not 40 feet. 40 yards for under $10. You can't beat it. If you went to a fabric store, this can cost you anywhere from $2 to $5 a yard, depending on where you go. And you're getting 40 yards for under $10. It'll last you forever. I just use it all over the place. This is a lifesaver in my garden. No joke. Without this, I would not, in the hills here, have any garden, because all the birds and everybody wait for my garden. So I take certain things and I protect it because, hey, that belongs to me. They got everything else we give them. They can leave a little bit for us too. So this is going to work out fabulous. Go ahead and try it if you need it. Again, this is not for squash bugs, but this is to keep all the critters out, and it works really good. So I hope you enjoyed this. Leave your comments. Tell me what you think, and maybe you still want to use a hot glue gun and permanently put it on. I mean, that is fine. You can always rip it off later and do something else. But last second, as I had my camera rolling, I thought, oh no, what the heck am I doing? I just need some paper binders, and then I can take it off later as needed. So I hope you enjoyed this. So with that, have a wonderful day. And don't forget to eat what you grow. Look at this. I didn't even have to plant that. I had some purple mustard growing 2 years ago, and it just reseeds itself. And when this one goes to seed, I'll let it do the same thing. Kind of like how we get all our zinnias around here and all our milkweed. It's all reseeding itself. And when it reseeds itself on your property, whether it's a deck or a yard or a garden, it's usually the best plant because it was born and raised there. It's acclimated to your everything, and they just grow so good. So have a great day again. Don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye. I can't believe I was going to make it so complicated when it was so easy. Oh, and the irrigation tubing, I'll tag that. I've gotten it at Walmart, Home Depot, and Lowe's. I buy the 1/2 inch. It is so cheap, and I use it for everything. You can use that instead of tomato stakes. You can stick a stick in it. Go watch the other videos on that. But my goodness, tool and irrigation tubing are my favorite. Okay, I should have zucchini, I would say, within the next month.